3.3D. Now let's have a look some public exam questions. This one is one of a 3D question. The figure shows a triangular row sign ABC, okay, attached to a vertical pole OAB. OAB. This is the vertical pole. So you see that this one or right angle, okay, on the horizontal ground. The plane ABC is vertical with OA 2 meters, and the AB 0.6 meter, AC 0.7 meter, and BC 0.8 meter. D is a point on the horizontal ground here, vertically above C. So this one, actually you can say that the C, if you have the projection on the plane on the ground, then it's D. And due north, here is north, of the foot O of the pole, okay? That means this direction, D due north, okay? Here the sun is due west, okay? That means the sun right here. When the angle of elevation is 30 degrees, so you see that angle of elevation 30 degrees, the shadow of the row sign on horizontal ground is this one, A pi, B pi, C pi. Okay, that means here is the shadow. This one is the shadow. Okay, and this one is the row sign. Okay, let's have a look. So the question, part A, find the length of OA pi, that means OA pi this length, and A pi B pi, that means this length. Okay, so let's see part A. A here. If we want to find OA pi, then you think which triangle you can use. Yeah, this one simple because you can see a right angle triangle, right? So in OA pi, this one, triangle OA pi, tangent 30 degrees equals OA opposite side over OA pi the adjacent side. So OA pi equals 2 over tangent 30 degrees. Tangent 30 degrees, that means 1 over root 3. So this one 2 root 3 meters. If you use calculator, maybe you found that this one is 3.46. Goes on. How about A pi B pi? Actually, A pi B pi, you think, oh, is it use this triangle? However, no information here. So better to think about this one. OB B pi, yeah. Again, simply like OA pi. So I use this one OB B pi, this triangle. Again, it's tangent 30 degrees equals the opposite side 2 plus 0.6 meters over OB pi. We find OB pi first, later on to find A pi B pi. So OB pi equals 2 plus 0.6 over, you can direct substitute 1 over root 3. Actually just the same, 2.6 and then root 3, right? And you found that this one 4.50 meters. So as a result, A pi B pi equals 4.50 minus 3.46. this one 1.04 meters. Maybe someone will write as, okay, 0.6 times root 3 meters. Okay, it's better for you to write like this. Okay, and write down correct to 3 significant figures. Okay, great. Let's go on part B. Here, calculate angle BAC, angle BAC here, angle BAC, that means this one. Okay, mark it here. Hence, find the length of OD. OD. Okay, how to find this one? Anyway, find the angle BAC first. Enlarge this triangle, right? You know the length of 3 sides, so what can you do? Yeah, correct. Part B. By using cosine formula, right? So in a triangle ABC, if you want to find this angle, that means 0.8 right on left hand side. So 0.8 square equals 0.6 square plus 0.7 square minus 2 times 0.6 and 0.7 cosine angle BAC, the one we need to find. So cosine angle BAC equals, yeah, this. And then over 2 times 0.6 and 0.7, right? So at the end, angle BAC, just use your calculator, you found that this one 75.5 degrees. Okay, then what can we do next? We need to find OD, and this one say hence. That means we can make use of this angle to help us find OD. Do you know? Okay, give you some time to think about it. And I will draw something here now. This one is A, B, and C. Any idea? Yeah, this one. I mark it as X. Okay. And just now we found that this one is 75.5 degrees, right? XC, any relation with OD? Yeah, correct. Actually, XC here. Okay. And you found that this one right angle and XC same as OD, right? So the height of a triangle here actually same as OD. So if we find XC, then we can find OD. So in a triangle, XAC. And the simple triangle function that you use? Correct. Sine 75.5 degrees equals opposite side over adjacent side, right? So XC equals 0.7 times sine 75.5 degrees. So 0.6777. That means OD also equals to 0.6777 meters. Okay. This time I correct to 4 decimal places. Okay. Here, just want to tell you, when you use this angle, you can put it in memory of your calculator and pick it up to substitute into the second equation here. So after use the memory of the values, then you can find it more accurate. Okay, goes on part C. Part C. Find the area of the shadow A pi, B pi, C pi. How to find the area of the shadow? Any relation between part B and C? Just now we know A pi, B pi, correct. Here we know about A pi, B pi. Then, anything? Yeah, about the area of a triangle. If A pi, B pi is the base, then which line is the height of a triangle? Yeah, you say that. Is it this one? Right. Is the height of a triangle? Correct. Then what is the height? Yeah, same as OD. OD is the same as the length XC. In the same time here, OD also is the height of triangle A pi, B pi, C pi. So not difficult, right? A pi, B pi times OD, correct. So at the end, 1/2 times 1.04 times 0.6777. So at the end, 0.352 meters squared. Right. Okay. Again, write down correct 2, 3 significant figures. Okay, last question. If the angle of elevation of the sun is less than 30 degrees, that means now if here less than 30 degrees, then what happened? State whether the shadow of AB is longer than, shorter than, or equals A pi, B pi in A. Oh, the shadow of AB. Okay, so here longer or shorter? I think this one not difficult, right? Just a common sense. D1. Okay, you can say that, okay, the shadow of AB, yeah, longer or shorter or equal A pi, B pi? Yeah, because angle of elevation is less than 30 degrees. That means this one will be longer. Very good. Longer than the original A pi, B pi. A pi, B pi. Okay? D2. State the reasons whether the area of the shadow of a roadside ABC is larger than, smaller than, or equals to that of A pi, B pi, C pi in C. I think this one also not difficult, but you need to stay with reasons. So how to stay with reasons? About the area of the shadow area, you find it from A pi, B pi, and OD. Any idea? Yeah, since first about the base of the triangle, in part DA, you answered already. Will be increased, right? That means about A pi B pi. You stay in a D1. How about the height? Yeah, because we know that the height of the triangle. Any idea? Just now we say that here is a shadow and the height of a triangle actually just the same. Okay, so the height of a triangle will be remain unchanged. Right. So base increased, height remain unchanged. That means the answer, the area of the shadow of the row sign will be larger than that of A pi, B pi, C pi. Right? So larger than, and stay with the reason, because base increase, height remain unchanged. That means at the end increased. So larger than A pi, B pi, C pi. Okay? So a practical question in public exam like this. You can try more public exam question about three-dimensional problems. Okay?